The triumphs and legends, the successes and magic of the Beatles all have been well chronicled over the years. But what has been missing from the picture is the more personal side, those unguarded moments. Lisa Gibbons flew to England for an exclusive profile of Paul McCartney, and she found no pomp, no airs, just a real nice guy.
This pastoral setting is Sussex in the English countryside. This is where Paul McCartney lives and works. These days, he's no longer the cheeky, mad Englishman we knew from the Beatles. He's very much a family man, a businessman. But the boyish good looks are still there, and so is the glib sense of humor. Paul McCartney is back with a new band, which once again includes his wife of 20 years, Linda. We were invited to have an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at rehearsal for an upcoming world tour and found that Paul still gets a bit nervous at the prospect of performing live.
There's always an edge of nervousness going on stage in front of a whole big bunch of people, you know. We used to get it at the height of the Beatles, and I still get it. And they say if you didn't get a bit of nerves, it'd be no good, you know, it's time to go and retire. But I'd like them not to be there, but they just come of their own volition.
It's obvious Paul's life these days revolves around home, family, and rock and roll. And he's well aware of the fact that he's often perceived as a sentimental softy.
I think I've built up a bit of an image of being a family man, sheep lover, and, you know, stuff like that, which is true as well. But I mean, you know, I'm a rock and roller, and I like all that stuff, and I still love to do it.
But you know what people say about you, that you tend to look on the bright side and the light side,
yes,
and the songs are romantic and uplifting.
Yeah, it's true. It's also not true, because I say, you know, I'm the guy who wrote Helter Skelter, which was Mr. Manson's theme tune, you know, so I've done a lot of stuff like that, but probably recently I've done more of the sweet stuff, and I think that's what's got me this kind of new rep. For that. So we're trying to redress the balance there by playing live with the band and having this kind of an album which has got a little bit more of a acerbic edge.
My brave, my brave, my brave faith.
Do you feel yourself to be, I don't know, the keeper of the flame more than the other guys in some way?
No, not really, no. We started off as 4 kids coming out of Liverpool, and we didn't think of ourselves as anything, not even Merseybeat or mop tops or anything. Just thought we were guys. We had our hair a certain way and talked a bit funny, you know, and went to America, and they said, could you say that again? That's so cute. I love the way he says that. Which, what do you mean? That's it. I love it. What do you mean? So, you know, I mean, we just fell into all of that and enjoyed it and just had a great time, made a lot of great music.
It's been a hard day's night.
It was great being part of the 60s. It was amazing being part of the Beatles. It was great writing with someone like John Lennon. You know, I feel kind of privileged to have done what I've done. And in assessing it, yeah, I would feel very lucky to have got where I've got. I think, you know, all the other guys keep the flame alive too. George and his Wilburys. And Ringo does a lot of good stuff. He's done stuff with George on Cloud 9 and stuff. So we're all still working, really.
When you look at groups like The Who and the Stones that have staged these reunions,
yeah,
does it not bring up that feeling of, oh, yeah, we should get the Beatles back?
With John gone, we're not the Beatles. No one seems to notice that. From our point of view, we were always glad that the Beatles had a kind of A to Z career, a body of work, and they finished. They didn't drift on with these dreadful farewell tours. They just went, boop. That's it, boys. Good night. So we ended on a high, you know. Maybe one of these days you'll see 3 80-year-old Beatles hobble on, Hall of Fame, and hey, she loves you, yay. You know, but I kind of dread it, you know. So I won't be the first one to suggest that.
At 46, Paul McCartney still has all the charm surrounding his immense talent that first made him famous nearly 30 years ago. In England, Lisa Gibbons, Entertainment Tonight.
There's another footnote to this McCartney profile. A recent unauthorized biography of the late John Lennon painted an unsavory portrait of John. McCartney